Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and we have new information regarding the iPhone 17 lineup with some new colors expected, as well as iOS 26 Beta 5 and also iOS 18.7. This is your news update for August 4th, 2025. Now, when it comes to the iPhone 17 with its new colors, this is for the Pro and Pro Max model. It's rumored that we could see a blue and orange color for the iPhone 17. Orange would replace gold or sort of desert titanium. So we could see a blue and an orange color. Because I believe currently on the iPhone 16, it's only 3 colors on the Pro model, where gold sort of made a return. But now we could see 4 colors like we had previously, with a blue color and also an orange color. Blue would be a nice color, but we've seen that used on Pro Max iPhones before. In fact, we've seen it used on 3 different Pro Max iPhones. Pacific Blue on the 12 Pro Max, Sierra Blue on the 13 Pro Max, and Blue Titanium, which is close to Pacific Blue, on the 15 Pro Max. So it would be interesting how Apple is going to make their blue. Maybe they're going to make it like a really light, almost like a sky blue. It might be closer to the Sierra Blue on the iPhone 13 Pro Max models. I'm curious to see what that's going to look like. And I'm also curious to see the orange color, as we can also see. But one color I want them to bring back is product red. That's a color that I want to see, but I want to see it on the Pro iPhones instead of the base model iPhones. Maybe Apple could make a deep red Pro iPhone. I would love to see that on the Pro model iPhones. As far as any updates we could see from Apple, well, today I thought we were getting iOS 26 Beta 5, but we didn't get that yet. So we can see that tomorrow, August 5th or August 6th. And since we are in the month of August, I would expect a new beta every week. And also, one thing I do want to mention quickly, I've started a podcast channel last week. So I do podcasts, and I've uploaded my third podcast. 5 at least. I have my... The one I first uploaded was Hawkins Tech iOS 26 and iPadOS 26 Deep Dive. This was on June 15th. After that, I had iOS 26 public beta or beta 5 and public beta release date. And I did one yesterday for the iPhone 17s. I'm going to do another one on Friday talking about the updates that we've gotten. So if you want to see my podcast, you can subscribe to the Hawkins Tech podcast on Spotify. I currently have 3 followers, but let me check in Spotify for creators. We wait for it to load. Oh, well, I now have 4 followers. So if you want to see more podcasts, you can subscribe to me on Spotify. And I will release a podcast, 2 podcasts every week. One on Friday and one on Sunday. Now, back to the updates that we could see from Apple. We could see iOS 26 Beta 5 tomorrow, August 5th. And also, we could see on August 11th, iOS 26 Beta 6 and public Beta 3. Then on August 18th, we can see Beta 7 and public Beta 4. Public Beta 5 with developer Beta 8. Then I would expect nothing the week of September 1st, While it is initially rumored that we could see the event on Wednesday, September 3rd, I more think that we could see it on Monday, September 8th or Tuesday, September 9th. And if we get it on those days, we can have the iOS 26 RC release, which is a release candidate. Then we could have pre-orders for the iPhone 17 on September 12th with iOS 26 final release on September 15th with the release date expected for the iPhone 17s on Friday, September 19th. And I will cover iOS 26 the same way. I'll have a 20 to 30 minute live stream, or a 20 to 30 minute video rather, followed by a live stream that I will do later that day. Now, as far as the folding iPhones, I've talked a lot about the folding iPhones that we can expect. It's rumored we could see a 5.5-inch display when folded and a 7.8-inch display when unfolded. That's what we could see, and it could release next year. Sometime next year after the iPhone 18s. So it could be part of the iPhone 18 lineup. So we could see that released, and we can also see new iPads. We can also see new iPad Pros expected in October of 2026, or 2025 rather. They could have the M5 chip and no major updates, but Apple hasn't updated the iPad Pro, I believe, since, I don't remember when the last time they updated it, probably 2020 with 2 cameras. I would like to see the iPad Pro with an always-on display, and maybe even Apple add Dynamic Island to the iPad Pro. I also want to see a red iPad. I've been wanting to see that for a while. So hopefully Apple brings a product red iPad, although I don't think Apple's going to make product red a color on the iPhone, but you can get a product red phone case, I believe. I'm not sure if Apple still makes those, but we could still see the iPad Pro with the M5 chip in October of 2025, which is not far from now. As far as anything, well, that's all the latest updates from Apple and leaks and rumors for the iPhone 17 lineup with new colors, the blue and orange color. Personally, because we've seen blue used on 3 different Pro Max iPhones that I can definitely remember, the 12 Pro Max back in late 2020, the Sierra Blue iPhone 13 Pro Max, and the blue titanium iPhone 15 Pro Max. We've seen Apple use that on 3 different Pro Max iPhones, so I would personally go for the orange, but I still want to see the product red or deep red iPhone Pro models. But if you want to listen to my podcast, if you don't have the Spotify app, that's totally fine. You can use the Spotify website. I have it linked in the description of my YouTube channel here. If I go over to my YouTube channel, if you don't have the Spotify app, then you click on the link and you can basically see, give it a second to load here. We can see my website or my podcast here in Spotify with the latest one that I did a couple of days ago, or yesterday rather. So you can definitely watch or listen to my podcast. And we are getting close to 4 followers, or we have 4 followers. And I put up a community post a couple of days ago because we have 10 downloads and 10 streams on my podcast. And we are also getting close to 300 subscribers on YouTube. Currently, I have 293 subscribers. So make sure you guys subscribe to me on YouTube, as well as follow me on Spotify, where you have my podcast, the Hawkins Tech Podcast. My name is Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.